Welcome back to Obscured Reality. Mark and Stephanie back with you. Recent news. That's tonight. Yes. You're going to like this. If you like aliens, you like UFOs, I think you're going to find this interesting. I'm very curious to get your thoughts on this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. They're fast. I want to see what you have to say after each section. Kind of get your opinion here. So let's go over this. This article, this just happened in the last 2 days. Today is February 19th. It's a Thursday. Okay. This video should be up tomorrow, the 20th, Friday. This just happened in the last 2 days. So just saw this yesterday and it continued into today. The first article I saw popped up in Fox News, then a new one, and now tonight, as of a few hours ago, at least to my knowledge, a new one. So let's start. We're going to be talking really quick about former President Barack Obama. Former President Barack Obama made headlines following an appearance on the Brian Tyler Cohen show, where he was asked about extraterrestrial life. During the interview, Obama stated, "They're real, but I haven't seen them," referring broadly to the scientific possibility that life could exist in the universe elsewhere. He did not claim that aliens have visited Earth. Obama further clarified that during his time in office, he saw no evidence of alien spacecraft, secret government programs involving extraterrestrials, or hidden information at Area 51. Media coverage emphasized that his remarks were speculative and aligned with mainstream scientific thinking about the probability of life beyond Earth, not confirmation of alien contact. There has been no official change in U.S. government policy or disclosure tied to his comments. That's interesting that the media coverage emphasized that his remarks were speculative and aligned with mainstream scientific thinking about the probability, not confirmation. Why do I find that interesting? Well, he's former president. He's not stupid. He knows words matter. He knows from his time in office that he needs to be careful on not just what he says, but how he says those things.
Yep.
It seems very pointed. However, I've seen things with him in the past about this, I believe. And, I didn't see the video, but there's a chance it was in jest. I don't know. Have you heard of this yet? I just saw this yesterday. It popped up.
I actually do believe that I sent you a video on Instagram about another part of that interview where he said, like, yeah, first day I was in office, I was like, all right, where are they? Show me the bodies, show me Area 51 or something along those lines. So like, but I believe again that was also in jest, but probably not. Maybe 50-50.
What do you think about this that just came out yesterday?
I believe that was part of it, but I mean, I believe
this literally just happened. This isn't from when he was in office. This just happened.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I like sent you this video like a day ago about like part of this interview. You don't check your Instagram. It's fine. Either way.
I don't use Instagram.
That would be why you didn't see it. Okay.
So what you sent me was referring to this or referring to what he said when he was in office?
No, referring to like, it's literally part of the interview that I sent you where he was like, yeah, he was talking with the interview and he's like, yeah, first day in office, I was like, where's the bodies? Where's Area 51?
Okay, and this is recent, but he was referencing his back in office.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so like I definitely believe it was also in jest, but I do like the fact that he was very open about it and he was like, yeah, I'm one of you guys. I want to see the evidence, I believe. But I feel like he said things in jest for
let me ask you a quick question.
Political sakes or
hold that thought and continue on that thought. But while you're voicing that thought out loud, can you text me a link to that so I can pull it up? And we'll just watch it here real quick.
Yep.
But continue your thought.
Oh, geez. You're asking me to do two things at one time?
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I
Well,
don't know if I could do this.
well, on that note, while she's texting that to me, speaking, what was multitasking is what that would allegedly be considered. Multitasking is bullshit. Focus on sending me the text. I saw an interview quite some time ago. This was years ago, when multitasking all of a sudden became a thing out here, and there was someone who studied it, and they went into this interview with this CEO of this company, this head guy of this company, who does amazing things and claims to be able to multitask, and he doesn't stop and all that. And he gave him a test to multitask, and we're talking very simple items. And what he clearly and quickly showed was that there was major degradation in performance across the board on all tasks. Basically, multitasking is bullshit. Yeah, you can listen to something while you're doing something, but even your listening goes down if you're focused on what you're doing, or what you're doing goes down if you're focused on what you're listening to. It's a thing, multitasking isn't really great. But wait for that link. Let's go.
Chill out. It's no longer available, so hold the fuck on.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. People redact shit off the internet.
Alien comments. Let's see.
That's the most.
Let's see.
I think I got him. Oh, here we are. Former President 64 was recently interviewed by YouTube.
Just send me the thing.
Fuck you. You can read. It's not a video.
Oh, well, then
it literally tells you exactly what happened during the interview. That's why I'm reading it.
That's fine. I need the video. If there's not a video, then forget it. Because the video is how you're going to be able to find out really, how's he talking. You're going to hear his voice, his mannerisms, all that. So not a big deal. Well, let's go into the second part here.
Okay.
Trump had a response. A new article that popped up. President Donald Trump responded to Barack Obama's recent comments during a press exchange aboard Air Force One on February 19th, 2026. That would be today. Trump said Obama had shared classified information by discussing the subject publicly and described the remarks as, quote, a big mistake. He stated that a former president, quote, wasn't supposed to be doing that. When asked directly whether he believes aliens are real, Trump said he does not know and did not elaborate further. Now, give me one sec, because there's actually a little more to that. So Trump had a response. Here's the article. President Donald Trump responded to Barack Obama's recent comments during a press exchange aboard Air Force One on February 19, 2026. That's today. Trump said Obama had shared, quote, classified information by discussing the subject publicly and described the remarks as a big mistake. He stated that a former president wasn't supposed to be doing that. When asked directly whether he believes aliens are real, Trump said he does not know and did not elaborate further. His comments were reported by multiple national outlets following the exchange with reporters. So, Stephanie, how are you reading into this now that we have Obama made this first statement? Now Trump has retorted saying he shared classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. It's a mistake. What do you think about that?
I have absolutely no comment about that.
Okay. Moving on. Yep. Obama released a clarification after his podcast remark that aliens are real. Former President Barack Obama publicly clarified his position later on social media and in subsequent statements. Obama emphasized that he has seen no evidence that extraterrestrials have made contact with Earth or that there were secret alien programs during his presidency. He explained that his original reply came in a rapid-fire context and aimed to reflect the statistical likelihood of life elsewhere in the universe, not to disclose any hidden government knowledge. Multiple outlets reported that the clarification was issued after the original podcast clip went viral and spurred widespread speculation online. So it's interesting because you have Obama making this original comment. They're real, but I haven't seen them. What's interesting is then you get Trump's response saying that's classified information. There's kind of two avenues, at least for me, I see, to go down here. And it's in jest. The comment was made in jest, and Trump is commenting on that maybe in a way to start something, right? Like think disinformation or misinformation. However, we don't really see him doing that. But then again, you never know. Or Obama said that still even could have been in jest. However, maybe true. Maybe there was some things he was privy to or doesn't even know, but maybe Trump knows and is saying, no. But then again, if you think of it along those lines, that now Trump's saying you shouldn't have done that, that's classified information. Well, then technically he would just be confirming what Obama said, which technically would not be then classified, because I mean, Obama's statement wasn't really that large, neither was Trump's. So now if Obama's is classified because he just said they're real, then isn't Trump's classified simply by the nature of confirming what Obama said? You know, there's multiple ways you can look at this, so it can be confusing. But then we have Obama's clarification. So, new article today. President Donald Trump announced February 19th, 2026, again, that he is directing federal agencies to begin releasing government files related to aliens and UFOs. In his statement, Trump said, quote, "Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing all pertinent documents related to unidentified aerial phenomena, UFOs, and extraterrestrial matters." According to reporting from Reuters and Associated Press, the directive involves multiple federal agencies, including the Pentagon, and is described as a nationwide effort to review and prepare relevant records for public release. No timeline for the release of specific documents has yet been detailed. So that's interesting. But that's kind of all that is until we actually see something. Trust is low at this point. It has been. Maybe it's getting better. But come on, if what we've heard over the decades, the shadow government that's running this whole UFO thing or whatever is allegedly going on, they're not going to let it get out. If this is real, if there is life from somewhere else that's actually been visiting here, and flying saucers and Tic Tacs are real, they're not going to let that get out. The only way it's coming out is if they say, yes, go ahead. I mean, it's what it is. So, I'm assuming there will be more to come on this. I'm also assuming that I have no expectation of that because that's just how it goes with this, unfortunately. So,
yeah.
There's the update. This is recent, last 2 days. If something new comes out, we will definitely go over it. I'm curious to see where this goes. Any final thoughts? My guess is no.
I mean, I was just reading that article. They're real, but I haven't seen them. Obama responded. And then, I don't know. I feel like it was all made in jest, but at the same time, he's still just like one of us. I don't know, but they definitely probably, just because you're the president of the United States doesn't mean that you're privy to all the information.
No, 100% no.
So it's really funny because he actually followed that statement up with, and they're being kept in Area 51, like jokingly. He said there's no underground facility unless there's an enormous conspiracy and they hid it from the president of the United States. Like, yes,
That's what
absolutely. Like,
I mean,
it's like, dude.
we talked about something like this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The idea of there being 9 underground bunkers to house something is not beyond the realm of possibility. Look at NORAD, guys. It's built into a goddamn mountain.
Yes, the fuck
come
is.
On. I'm not saying I believe, say, Bob Lazar, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Not at all.
And if something like that is going on, there is a good chance the president wouldn't know. You got to remember,
correct,
we have very, very short terms for the presidency being in office. Why, if we had like a 10 to 20 year term, something like that, then I could totally see it. But when you have a president who's only in office for 4 years max, unless they get reelected, which is zero guarantee, why would you wouldn't want to tell them something like this? You're taking a much larger risk of them trying to jump the gun and get their name out there by doing something crazy and blowing the whole thing wide open, depending what it is, right? So of course you wouldn't. You know, yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what comes about with this. If
I just find that statement from him quite humorous. Like, they would.
Yeah. And you know, he could just be doing it on purpose as well. Obama could be doing it on purpose.
Absolutely.
You just don't know. And
just to create a little bit of stir, just a little bit of drama. I mean, his life's probably quite boring now.
You can't tell me one's telling the truth and one's not.
Right.
It's either they both are or
two
neither
truths
are.
and a lie.
You can't trust it.
Two truths and a lie. Yep.
That's it. If there's an update, a decent update, I want to say when the first article came out yesterday about Obama, I had zero plans on touching this because I was like, okay, he made some comments like this is not the first time, bullshit. And then Trump's response, and then Obama's response, and then Trump saying, release everything. Yeah, we'll see, because he said that about Epstein too. On that note, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.